Okay, welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last episode we talked to this girl and her mother in the bookstore, and we learned that this building is cursed. So that's a thing we can get to eventually. Not even close to being able to bring this corpse down. Kuno's kind of a dick. And this woman was spying on us for the locals, or maybe the Union. Because they don't like cops around here, so. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Can we talk to this bench? Oh god, it's like the mailbox. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting. The lieutenant looks down the street. We can sit on benches after we solve the murder. Let's go. You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when okay, when Kitsuragi's gone. Let's talk to these two. Oh. Can we look at that, or do we have to go down? Alright, let's talk to these two first.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
Honey, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never. Shouldn't I ask what game it is first? No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game. Ooh, I got good hand-eye coordination. Grab the ball and show them how it's done. Moment of your time. Let's do it. Hey. There we go. You're immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work. Feel the ball. Cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. Has a pattern on it, probably sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready. Take in the surroundings. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sound, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. There's time for a last glance inward. Who am I? An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would still say you're a cop, but I guess we're beyond that now. The inertia can be contained no more than than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go, be the bullet. Just shot put? I don't know if that's what they were doing. Merde, the old soldier yells in outrage. Bordel de merde. Like a whorehouse of shit. It wasn't a whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters, probably 24 and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about. What the hell is your problem? Yeah, they weren't playing shot put. What the hell is your problem? Not a weak tricep, that's for sure. I don't care if you're a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful. Wait, what? You vandalized our game, son. He tries to calm himself. We can't play petanque with 5 BOULES. I thought it was shot put. Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. The man snaps, raising his voice again. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bowl back. Take it easy, Renee. The jolly one tries to defuse the situation. This is not just this is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done. Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. The heel of his cavalry boot slams in the ground. You owe us a goddamn ball. Yeah, I'll try and fix that. Replace lost ball. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will try. Now, why did you approach us? Yes, why did you come here? It's unlikely that they know anything about the murder. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in Rags? Unfortunately, I don't, he shrugs. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair has passed me by completely. And most of the locals? In Martinez, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? You don't have a problem with cops. Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics. What about police women? I'm confident they are indispensable in regard to all the paperwork and other administrative duties. Not to mention keeping the station tidy and the med fed and happy. Jeez. Could we just drop it? There's no duties our RCM woman couldn't carry out. But you must agree that nature, in her infinite wisdom, has made men more fit to perform certain more challenging tasks, don't you, officer? I don't think there's any evolutionary inequality at play. Really, officer, he smirks. Match an average woman against an average man in a dark alley and see who comes out on top. Gender equality is very noble, is a very noble, very modern idea, but in real life primal roles prevail. But I do not wish to discuss this matter further. You seem to be playing in a crater. Yes, the terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Do you know what created it? I do. Fire from heavy artillery. Yeah, it's a crater left by artillery, but why? Why what? Why was heavy artillery used? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. Use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Did you use artillery fire against them? Who are the communards? Commies, communists, socialists are anarchists. Call them what you like. They just choose the name to feel special. Or they just chose the name. The carabiner frowns. Senseless sentimentality. Did you use artillery fire? Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly, we got licked. He had squeezing a bowl in his fist. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't, though, and we lacked calibre. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. It was probably a bit more complicated than that. Why shell them here in Martinez? Because this place is the damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first. Beachhead? Yes, the military-coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Or Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off the Stella Marie and the Delta. We'll just look northeast. This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out, most likely. We're playing petanque in their mangled corpses. Blood Ground. You got old Renee going there. Like he isn't angry enough already. Coalition? Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. They're the lesser evil. Is that why everything is so bombed out? Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it, and it worked too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they kept as a monument. And now, A dark shadow runs across his face, and now the Union Socialists are practically running the place. Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol. Whoever you want to blame never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence. You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... He stops mid-sentence. What do you think? Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one. That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Well, we should go with, don't want to be shameful with him. That's how it should be. So I think he'd like this one. I think he would like this one. Nothing. I don't think. I just do. Commies just don't understand how money works. No, they don't. But I'm sorry. It had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food, and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol, and even if that damn clown Freesoul had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just holy and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now has neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere, foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the rule of suzerain with. Who was Guillaume? True king in both blood and mind. Lead Revachol before Freesoul. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him, and he doesn't want to admit it. Who was Freesoul? Damn Freesoul. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabiners failed him. Or the Carabineers failed him. And the crown. The old veteran falls silent and massages his chest. He died in the hands of Roi Poloi in a very public execution. He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob. What exactly is the suzerain? The suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? Then he slowly nods and says to himself, they've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened, when we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Oof. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? We might as well try it. -1, through the bowl in the sea. That's reasonable. Well, we'll try it. Yeah. All you observe is the veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon. He catches your glance and nods. This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiniers. God, if I knew. Carabineers, in service of Freesoul I, Guillaume de Le Lion, and the valiant King Philippe V before him. Don't you mean Freesoul the Fun? You do not speak his name, Craven. Although he was a clown, he adds, turns back to you, but he was our clown. Ours to ridicule and to mourn. There's something you missed. You'll get to it, don't worry. Okay. Guess there's a guy over here as well. There's something here. Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. Too many bulls everywhere. It says roundabout north. Cape Side Apartments, Martinez Pier. What is this? The ad reads, broken window? Tibbs has windows. Does Tibbs have windows? This coin-operated viewing is viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. Oh. Poor little viewer. The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. Look inside. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens. Oof. Shift your focus to the background. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and grays appears. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Chi-Rho, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice. That was a lot of friggin' successes. Vandalism. Probably some kids. The lieutenant inspects the rig slot. Simple but clever solution to ruining a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity. Oh, there's another one. We're gonna talk to that guy down there in a sec. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Ooh, that'd be nice. Coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty? What's a tourist attraction doing here? There was a revitalization project in '49. Design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick. What happened? They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everett Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here. Can we do something about it? We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed. Well, let's insert coin. Clunk, the ring of metal. Pull the handle and look inside. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab gray shape, like a ghost. Turn the knob. The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains on the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. They're ruins. Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out. Lieutenant takes off his glasses and cleans them. Okay. We do have a map. Where are we then? We're at the waterfront. So that's way over there. Okay. Is this the entire world map as well? Might be. Okay. Let's go talk to this guy. Oh, more bowls? The things I've seen. Oh god, a drunk guy? Nothing I can do. I'm a job for every man. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Listen, boy, I don't start trouble. I fix it. Do you mind if I steal this bag from you, then? I've been kicked out of every joint in Revachol. Oh. What's this? Free money, apparently. That's pretty good. Splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. Look closer first. The fading marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions, just chips in the sandstone. They look pretty ancient. Look, bullet holes. Where? Point the chips at the wall. Someone has been shot. We're cops, we should solve it. Yeah, right? There? He looks into the wall. Those are old. Oh, you mean like from the Revolution? Yes, this one the one that happened half a century ago. He blinks. Those bullet holes were fired during the revolution and do not warrant any investigation by officers of civil law. What can you tell me? Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go?
Yes?
Let's head. What's our think tank doing as well? 79%. We're pretty damn close to figuring out where we are at home. Ooh, and also... Oh, really? Can I not activate this now? What about this bin over here? Oh, can I just... There we go. Now it works. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's how you do the map of Martinez. The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Your 48 resides on the upper right corner. Trace a path through the grid. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint Ghislaine and Rue de Saint Crispert, over Saint Brune and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt in the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself. For more detailed view of the map, go to your journal, then the map tab. Okay. I'm wondering if, where those bottles go, but... More cans. Okay. I understand. We can pick all of these bottles up.
Yes?
Sorry, Kim. Do we get an achievement from picking up a certain number of bottles? We might. There's a ton. Okay, I'm gonna go... Oh, I'm gonna put this away, but... maybe I can keep it out. Like, I don't think it matters too much. Because it doesn't reduce our stats or anything. Oh, there's a new guy. Cool. Okay. And this is open. So there's probably a chef. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's talk to Gart, though, because we need to tell him about Sylvie. I've seen something here at the Whirling, Gart. I need, a thing I need to talk about. I talked to Sylvie. She left because of me, not you. Wait, what? But what about the bird? The bird? Yes, the bird. I found it laying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left. She didn't break it. I did. I threw it against the wall. You broke the skua? His face is flushed with emotions. A rash covers his neck. I assure you it was him. Why on earth did you have to break the skua? Oh, God. Maybe I have a vendetta against it? It's a mystery. I can't believe it. So I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message, symbol of hope and all. A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it? Alright. Did she say anything else about me, you know? She said you're nice, but also employer. I mean, come on, the power vertical here. Shake. Oof. She said she was flattered. It was just bad timing. Really. I should give her a call then. Hey. So we got Oh, okay, that's just... And then it goes to the done. Okay, and that just gives us experience. Seen something here at the Whirling Gart. Thing I need to talk about. What thing? I saw a sign that says the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings, dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men are hungry, even striking men. If not today, they'll be here tomorrow. There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that. Something else. By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later. Okay. I'm going to sing karaoke. About that money I owe. Yes? Have you got it? How much do I owe you again? A lot. 130. Okay, we're at 5. Something else. Like what? I was really enjoying talking about the money you owe me. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke. Absolutely out of the question. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire. Okay. So we'll talk to him, and then we'll go in here. Well, we'll go in here and talk to this guy, and then do that. Dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. Ooh, and that's a quick way out, I guess? Thin man is smoking below an exhausted hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorosy and Kubek. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, don't call him Gorosy Kubek. Please, it's not funny. Ah, Gorosy, I have some questions to ask. Mr. Kubek, I'm here on an official police visit. Hello, got time for a few questions? Man puts his... That's... Ew. Gorosy Kubek. The man puts his cup down and replies something. His left hand drawing arcs in the air. Got some impressive pots there. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove. Okay. Stay masculine. An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air. See a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. Touch the door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel is door flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older. I wonder where this door leads. You do? It's a door to the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? Out of duty, we may find something pertinent to the investigation. Yes, I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in, just to be thorough. As a side investigation. Yeah, a mini side investigation. No, the door is a mega investigation. The door and the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. A mini side one. He looks at you, then at the door. The guard is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager. Okay, we won't push on it. You do have points, though. Just one, I think. I truly don't remember where it says. I saw somewhere it said info? No. Journal. Bonuses from items. Here it was, in the map. Okay. It tells you what challenges you've run into that are available. I remember seeing this. think I already talked about it, but this is what I was looking for to figure out what stats we should put into. But we can try the mirror and the... I don't know if we should try that hangman again. Electronic doorbell. That's going to be hard to do, but we can do it again. What's our volition? 3? We've almost leveled up again, so... let's go try the mirror. Can we pick up any of these bottles? Oh, actually, okay. I completely forgot about this guy. There's so much going on. It's all about money, you know. You gotta spend money to make money. Money is what really matters. They say money can't buy you happiness, but that just means you don't have enough money. You have to invest your money wisely. You can buy stocks with money, and then use those stocks to make even more money. That way you'll have enough when you grow too old to make new money. Real estate is the graveyard where tired old money goes to rest. Money is what literally makes the world turn. The laws of money are just like the laws of nature. Unpaid labor doesn't net you any money. There's no such thing as free money. Money is all about numbers. Money is actually all about trust. It's all about money, you know. You gotta spend money. Okay. Jesus. I think he likes money. Let's go upstairs and look at the mirror. Also, let's see if we can get to the roof of this place, because there is interesting stuff up there. Oop. And that was locked,
Yes.
right? Sorry. Can we get there from the balcony? We might not be able to, but... ooh, if we can get through the locked door in our bathroom with a pry bar, that'd be pretty good. Can't put more points in a skill? Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health. Hey Kim, this is my room. You like it? It's a bit of a mess. Oh, I don't... was I able to do this before? The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. Okay. Option go to sleep becomes available every night after 21. Okay, so that's the bed. That's why we didn't have the option before. We already did that. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Yeah. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. It's all just too morbid to ignore. This is where the magic happens. Oop, I'm sorry for this. No problem, officer. He takes a step toward the door like he'd like to leave. You don't get to leave, Kim. We need to find my true form. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. Ooh. Ooh, that's locked still, so we could do that. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam and fogging up the mirror. Oh, tool not in hand, -10. Oh. And I can't equip it there. Okay. So I gotta pay attention to that. Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression. We'll try that now. It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time has passed from the failure of revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economies seemed like the ultimate uncontested way of life for a species. Okay. Things are good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Guillaume I don't even know. Oh well. Out of the dazzling soar of disco music, in an open air, bois de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit, and then he made the expression. So I adopted it. I feel the need to add a clicking sound when I make it. How long ago? Why did I adopt it? Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. Click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume Le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix because unlike Guillaume Le Million, you're a police officer. It's your nifty little way of saying, I'm armed and dangerous. How long ago was the new? There's a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion? You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. Does this have anything to do with Double O? Not really. Double O must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway. Thought gained. Whatever is French. I know French. Can't pronounce names very well. Guillaume Le Million. There we go. Doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want. Maybe some of the stardust will return. Know the origin. +2. Okay. We can fix that right now just by equipping chain cutters. 42%? We can do it. Come on. Ugh. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber. Yeah. What happens if I have a pry bar in my hand? Can I just... No, I can't break that open. Okay. Pull on the light bulb. Turn the lights off immediately. Okay, so, yeah. I'm gonna say bring it on. Oh. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good. Oh, that was it? Yeah, the light's on. Oof. Okay, back downstairs. So we figured out where the expression comes from, but we can't stop it yet. We got so many tasks. Oh yeah, I wanted to put internalize. What happened to Guillaume, who, with his amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation? While you suffered and suffered, did he dematerialize in a cloud of cocaine dust? Or did he simply stand in the corner and melt into the slendering new lines of some starlit bois de nuit 20 years ago? Spare thought for his great ass too. Or wait, maybe he became a police officer in Revachol West. -1 logic. Oh! Temporary research bonus. +1 encyclopedia. Factual memory returns. -1 temporary research bonus. So we lose logic right now? Okay. Our logic is 3. Okay. So internalizing thoughts will decrease that. That's
Can
good to
I
know.
help you?
I saw another thing. There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have... No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there, and I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the freight warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust. He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there. Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I've cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals, and I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. We can't just pry bar it open, can we? Try to push on the door. The door does not budge. Try to push on the door. Okay. Damn. Can we talk to you again?
Hello again, sweetie.
Do I mooch off of her? Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? What is a paycheck? Pull on her heartstrings. Hey, your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I'm at the end of my rope. Any money you could have could help me. Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but she unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. I could give you this to pawn, just to tide you over. Wonderful, he has a pin. The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief, with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, St. Baptiste Summer 31, Dinghy Races. Where can I pawn the pin? Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there will be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband's goes there often. He says the owner's quite helpful. Cool. This will help me out, thank you. She smiles up at you. You're quite welcome, dear. Pay pin. I just wanted to thank you again, of course. Okay. I don't know if I should give it back to her. Like, that would be nice, but I'm poor. I don't even have $5. We need to find where, the recycling plant, I guess, is. Or, like, the dump. Or someone that'll buy these cans off of me. I don't think he has anything else to say, so let's head over here. Bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. Wow, $3. Horseback Monument. Oh god, it's way up there. Jeez. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. Looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air, with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? Silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philippe II, the opulent, father of Philippe IV, the insane. What did this king do? Oh, yeah. Even by the standard of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philippe was known for his profligacy? There we go. In what way? Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy of the Insulidian Isola. How did he manage to blow through the entire treasury? Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers like some obese dragon, instead of a bed like a normal person. I like to sleep on gold, hustler style. The king is the king, and he can do anything. Hustler style. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. The what now? You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. Where's it buried now? Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. What happened to the statue? Original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it to even finer pieces. Who restored it? Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on the sea of shit. So funny and nihilistic. People Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the younger ironists. Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either. Oof. Wow, you work hard. I do? Oh yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Yeah, I do. Oh yeah, like a horse, a workhorse for hard work. What hard work do I do exactly? Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. Ride till I die, bitch. That's just what it's like. Life and death. But you got gills on your side, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the I'm not gonna say that, and the solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer. Ayy. I guess I made some gills, sure. Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy? Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now ask yourself, are you rich? Quite. Get out of here. You're a pauper. You work harder than anyone. Almost rode yourself into the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? It's because of that guy riding my ass. The system is broken. Boo-hoo, the system is broken. The establishment is keeping me down. That's not the fuck yeah attitude you're used to. What is this? Why are you so poor? Fucking taxes, man. That's right, 100%. Fucking G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you buy, sell, walk, talk, fart, so much as sneeze. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the gossamer state that is Revachol? Every time I sneeze, every time you wipe your ass. They got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation: sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony, one tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus, there's the stuff people in the other countries pay for that makes them ask for more money from you here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Let's go. Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue. Indirect modes of taxation. Oh, I get -2 empathy if I think of this, though? My empathy's only 3. Jesus. First, if you have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere, don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insulindian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. Damn, should I internalize this? Solution. Only takes an hour, and this one's 4 hours. This is only an hour and 45. I guess we could do that. It's gonna be pretty fast. Wait. Okay, so I am still getting all these thoughts at once. Okay. Foreign car, kept in good condition. Is this free shit? Hey. White tank top, +1 physical instrument. Oh no. I can just wear a wife beater. -1 suggestion. What's our suggestion? 3. But here's this conceptualization. I think having 3 and 4 should be okay. Ruin's full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Can't go any further. Who are you? Pale driver. The small wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. Photograph is clutched in her hands and there's a warm smile on her face. The photo, in amber type from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. It's the warmth of the winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food, money maybe? Maybe she's your grandma? Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions. Whatever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. Grandma? Nothing. Her smile just keeps whining. Her gray hair is like lead.
Wait.
Wait, the lieutenant stops you before you can
She's
snap.
just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
I just told you why.
Interesting. Is this free money? Hey. Oh, this is the freaking... Lorries probably store fuel here. Now they store booze. Oh god, that's a big man. Where are we on the map? Is So we're up here at this gate. I hope he doesn't like
Bastards!
beat
We have
me
a
up.
right to work!
Man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man of his size.
Pull up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else.
Here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Then I'm thinking
Good.
no.
We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work. Right to work. Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of cause
Rights
are we talking
of people,
about?
rights of workers to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases. I don't think I've chosen any
Might
sides
be
yet.
time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work. Right to work.
I have questions.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, scab.
The loitering man hollers in return. I want to get into the harbor too. Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let us through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss? I'm interviewing people about a murder that... Oh, God. We'll tell him about the murder. I know nothing about a murder. It's probably snappy and terse. Absolutely nothing? Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work. He again shakes his large fist and turns back to you. It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. This really isn't my area of expertise. We're not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Pity. Let us work. What is a strike? When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people. What do the strikers want? Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. What does that mean? His shirt far too small and unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls held up by a belt seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. You wearing new clothes? He ignores her question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. Clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but won't say what. Who are all these strike bearers? Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys to for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work. I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership? You think they follow because follow me because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from. Where exactly are you from? What's it to you? Deep-set suspicion drips from every syllable. Part of the investigation. Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of my people. Already got that. I'm interested in your background. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs. Heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Bouncer. I freaking a lot of bars. Maybe it's one I know. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? I think I've been there. It was a long time ago. The man is quickly losing interest in talking with you. What if I say curiosity, going to figure out this strike mess? Big mess caused by union greed, but I only fight for the rights of people. Okay, we're gonna go through this again. I don't really drink, but work has taken me to some. Which one was it? Territorial. Never heard of it. Are you lying? He squints at you. A little spark of violence gutters in his eye. Then he blinks and turns to his men. We're done here. I have a strike to break.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Wasn't done asking questions. He looks annoyed. Things busy enough. You going to waste less of my time? Maybe? The hulking man oozes stark skepticism. What exactly is your goal? We were promised work. We'd be in there working if the bastards hadn't shut our gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance? Main gate's locked. Take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. Head measurer? Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. How bad could one guy be? You seem capable. Bad. Man glares at you. Staying on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position, and he's trained. I don't know how Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Why don't you just talk to them? Like civilized folk, you mean? These native folks don't understand civilized. It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home. At least for now, if you can't get in anyway. No. They'll give up eventually, or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded, then we charge. The man rubs his jaw. A perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. Have you considered... Oh god, no, okay. I don't want to give them ideas to storm in. Alright. That's all we can get of them right now. Let's see what's over here. Is this the pawn shop? Healing item gained. Ooh. Okay, let's use that. Oh no, it was one of those, but before I get like beat up by guys twice my size.
Welcome to Revachol.
Answers the rotund man. The remark isn't addressed at you. It's addressed at Kid. Hey, I know Revachol. Why are you addressing my partner
Don't
like that?
you welcome to Revachol me. My
Lieutenant,
grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
say nothing.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination. He's right. You're undermining our best shot at real self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back. Give the lieutenant a punch on the shoulder.
You
Hey.
two make a cute couple. You know that?
Lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. We have a couple
Whatever you
questions.
say, officers.
What are you hauling? Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a little sit and wait on your ass situation. How long has it been going on? The strike, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months maybe? He gestures towards the lorries, but this here is just last week or so. Okay. What are you picking up? Apples. Apples. It's exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide. Sounds like a cover story. Look, Ace Detective, I came from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Kozhko pick apples. Damn, you're not gonna get any more out of him with this. He's put up a wall of racism. Rights and privileges of lorrymen? Yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a loyal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Hold on, what's a carter? Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches, before machines. So he was a garbage man. Not at all. We're part of a guild and everything. It's very ancient, very prestigious. So it's a kind of union. Hell no, it's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of their heritage in the name of profits, but you can't replace experience. Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them up right in the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice ain't no laughing matter. What's the argument all about? It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic, that is, bury your head under the stand like common sheep. To be honest, I can't really remember what that means. Please explain. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design, so naturally we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously you can see the merits in that. Okay, what else have you thought up? So lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn. When members of the superior race cease to believe in the innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. Okay, and this concerns you, policeman, so better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes, and the other intruder species too. He throws a sharp glance at Kitsuragi. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. What's this cultural victory? It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses, and the others too on the radio. Heard any Chansons lately? Heard any Motetos? Or later? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Know what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. Yeah, I think I can get down with racism. Ooh, can I fight him? Oh, fuck yourself. Don't push your luck, runt. Man gives you a disgusted look, then turns his attention elsewhere. Lonesome long way home. Cool. Okay. Ew, the art is amazing. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Boogie Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The frozen eye at the center of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. There, at the end of the street lined with pine trees. Small house. No larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now. Ooh, learning cap for perception raised to 5. Speed gives 1 psyche. Okay. Oh. So now this is permanently in here. Jump Jams. Popular music mag. Glossy magazine. Most able-bodied man. The issue hosts a top 10 list. Ooh. Free. Sick. 3 T's. How idiomatic. Okay. I think we are going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll go to the pawn shop and talk to him because he's apparently quite nice. And we'll talk to this lady at the freak shop. We might go to that secretary's office, like he said, and talk to that the guy he said was huge and a trained killer. That could be a bit spooky, because our physique is real shit. Okay. Well, see ya.